Hi everybody, it's Paul Battrick here. Nice to see you all. I hope you're all well. Please feel free to post any comments. I'll try to answer them as best I can. I just wanted to give you a quick video today, and this is really all about a very key thing that you must do if you want to stop being thought of as sort of a commodity and being also valued in that way as well. What you really must do is start thinking of yourself more as an advisor and not as a vendor. And when you do that, remarkable things will happen, including the amount that you're able to charge, the value that you're able to get and be perceived as by your clients. And I always talk about people as clients and not customers. And in fact, I'll be doing a whole new video on that particular subject. And it's very important that you understand the difference between clients and customers. But for this particular video, we want to, as I said, talk about changing your mindset, and that's really step one, is that you need to change your thinking about yourself. If you want to become more valued, if you want to sell more products and more services, whether you're a coach, consultant, a small business owner, this applies all round. This is not just for people that deliver services. Okay, this applies for shopkeepers, it applies for butchers, bakers, candlestick makers. If you become an advisor, a trusted advisor in the mind of your clients, then you will find that you're able to increase the amount of money that you can make, but also the amount of high quality people and clients that you'll attract, and who will want to actually provide you with people that they know as well. So change your thinking about yourself. Stop thinking about yourself as a salesperson or as a vendor, and start thinking about yourself as an advisor. And when you do that, you also need to then look at changing your positioning from that salesperson to that trusted advisor. Start thinking about yourself as this valued person in the client's life, not just as somebody that comes along and delivers whatever it is you deliver and tries to sell and that's it. You must think about this more of a journey. People will invest in you for as long as you invest in them and give them great value. And great value does not mean low prices. It does not mean simply selling all the time and actually only selling when they need it. You must open the mind of your clients, and you must open your own mind. You have to project a willingness to help, and that might sound absolutely daft. And you might be thinking, well, of course we're willing to help. We're always willing to help. But you need to project that willingness to help. Customer service, call it what you want, is very, very important. You have to project that willingness and that you're invested in the journey of your client. Regardless of what it may be that you're looking to sell, what you're actually trying to provide, how you're actually trying to help them. If you don't project a willingness to help, then no one is ever going to really understand and think that you really value them. The next step really is that you must try and deliver value in advance of any purchase. Before any transaction takes place, any monetary transaction takes place, to stand out and to again put yourself in that position as a trusted advisor, you really need to try and deliver as much value as you possibly can. Now, there are obviously a myriad of different ways that you can do that in this day and age. For instance, this particular video is actually, delivering value. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that you and I will ever work together. But what it does mean is that hopefully you've seen that I'm here trying to help, and I'm trying to become an advisor in your life, and perhaps you'll listen to some more of my videos and make a decision in the long run. You may find actually, when you listen to what I have to say, that I'm not the right fit for you, and that will actually give you value in the form of you'll be able to actually say, okay, well, that's not what I'm looking for. I need to find somebody else who is actually talking about what it is that I actually need help with. So to deliver value in advance, and to do that you need to create tools and deliverables to make your client's life easier. Now, tools and deliverables might sound as very fancy phrases, but ultimately things like videos, things like mini courses, email courses, you don't necessarily have to spend a fortune on creating wonderful software that costs you thousands and millions or whatever it may be. to do this, and you don't actually have to go out there and patent new technology or anything like that. You can actually do this with free things like, as again, this video is a good example of delivering value, creating a tool. You can create surveys and quizzes, that actually lead a client to understand more about what it is they're actually looking to achieve, more about how their problem should be solved. Because regardless if you're buying a product or if you're buying a service, you're still trying to solve a problem, generally speaking, whatever that may be. So create tools, use the internet. Obviously, in this day and age, there's really no excuse for you not being able to deliver value in advance, for you to be able to create wonderful tools and showing your expertise, in fact, and showing you and becoming an influence in these people's lives and becoming that authority figure that they'll follow. And really, again, this comes from sort of positioning. And another thing that you really need to try and do wherever you can is move yourself from that across the table position that salespeople often take up. You think about it yourself. If you've ever sat down with a salesperson, or indeed if you're approaching a counter in a shop, for instance, you've always got that, you're here and they're there, across the counter, across the table, and yes, of course, business is transacted across tables an awful lot, but if you can change yourself so you're positioning, figuratively speaking as well as physically speaking, from being across that table, so you're almost facing an adversity to somebody, so that you're sitting alongside those, whether that's in reality or whether that's in the prospect's mind, you then become in that process together. You're in the journey together, and you're taking the discovery journey together, so that the client can understand the advice that you're giving them is in their best interests, and that you're not simply there to sell them something. And I must stress that if you're only in business to sell stuff, as daft as this may sound, you will struggle, because it really is about helping people. It really is about providing value and solving problems, important problems that are out there in your marketplace, to the best of your ability. So move from across the table to side by side, okay? And then finally, the best way of doing all this, it may sound like a lot of work, believe me, it is not. But actually, work is not a bad thing. You have to be willing to put the effort in to solve the problems that people have. And if you're lazy, then you will struggle, I'm afraid to say. It's a fact of life that, particularly if you're in business for yourself, then it takes hard work. So you need to systemize any processes that you have. Systemize this whole process that I've spoken to you about today, and systemize it, and also try and automate when you're delivering your value in advance. Try and automate any tools and deliverables and things like that. In fact, trying to automate the whole process. In fact, what we've done here today with a video is we've simply recorded this video once, but probably using it in several different spaces. So in fact, we're automating the process of delivering great value to many, many different people on many different platforms, whenever they want to. So you can do this by obviously using a lot of online tools. There are lots of different ways of sending value. You could use membership sites. You can use email. You can use email membership programs. So you send out a set of emails where people sign up and become a prospect of yours and join your mailing list. You can set up fancy funnels where you deliver products and services, and you start off obviously each time with a free product or service or a free offer that people can get involved with. But it's a part of a journey, really, and it's the journey that that your clients you want your clients to take, so they can get maximum value from you. But remember, you're only one person, and if you're working on your own as a consultant or coach, which I know many of you are, then you can only be in so many places at many times. You have a limited amount of time that you can do. So by automating the process, by being able to deliver your teachings, your advice, your expertise online, using videos, using membership type systems and things like this, using programs that you're selling online that solve the problems, you're actually moving people through the value journey of a client. And when you do that, you're then able to maximize the amount of money that you make, and also you're able to maximize the amount of people that you can help in any one time. Because if you're always working one-on-one with people, then how many people are you actually going to be able to help? So by having a system that people can access online, at any one time, whenever they feel like it, whenever they want to, at their own pace, you're giving them a fantastic opportunity to solve their problems when in their own mind and in their own time. And also, you know, 1,000, 1,000,000 people can be watching this video, for instance, at the same time. So don't be afraid of using the new systems that are out there. They're getting more and more easy to use, and of course there are lots of people out there who are consultants in this sort of field, like myself, for instance. You know, I consult on digital marketing processes, on systemising, systemising your business and automating as much as you possibly can, which allows you to free up more of your own time to actually increase your own value to your market and deliver better service to many, many more people than perhaps you thought was possible. And there's nothing to be afraid of. It really is as simple as that. All you have to do is take what you know, which is up here, and deliver it in various different ways. Obviously, if you'd like any help with that, then by all means, give me a shout, and I'll on this page or wherever you're watching this video, I'll be more than happy to discuss what I can do for you personally. But in the meantime, I want you to perhaps rerun this video and just take a note of the key points that I've mentioned, which were: change your thinking about yourself and change your positioning from the salesperson to being that trusted advisor. Project your willingness to help and deliver your value in advance. Create the tools and deliverables that are going to benefit your clients, and move from that across the table position to being side by side with your client, and then systemize and automate the process as quickly as you possibly can. Okay, and most of all, have fun and enjoy it. I love making these videos because I know that even if I just help one single person, then I've actually done something good for the day. And it's just have a bit of fun. It's really enjoyable. This is obviously being done initially on Facebook Live. You may have caught it on Facebook Live. You may see it on YouTube. You might see it somewhere else. But at the end of the day, the message is clear that if you really want to be successful as a coach, consultant, or small business owner of any description, really, you need to really transform your thinking and your positioning from that of the salesperson or the vendor to being a trusted advisor. So if you do that, I guarantee you that you'll start seeing fantastic results in your business, and you'll also start seeing that your clients are approaching you in a different way and giving you much more respect. And in fact, because they think of you as somebody of high expertise and high authority, they'll start getting better results from your teachings because they'll be more invested in you as a person, as a process. So go out there and enjoy yourselves, have some fun, put some of this into practice. I look forward to seeing you when I do my next live broadcast or video. Take care.